Can we get a toast from Joey?
To toast and bread.
Yeah.
Yum! I think we've done that one already.
Yeah.
And Sally got so mad. You can't do that.
To gluten-free bread.
Hey!
Yeah, whatever. I've already
What did I just
Have you ever toasted before?
Apparently not.
Hey, welcome to episode 80 of Legally DnD.
Octogenarian D&D campaign.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
And also, this is the second anniversary episode. This is one that's closest to the date when it posts.
Happy anniversary.
We're two.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary or first?
Second.
What
We've been doing this for 2 years.
What material is 2?
Not wood.
Terrible.
What is one?
I don't know.
The moon.
Paper.
Paper?
No, paper
Oh, it's
is
paper first?
No, paper's one.
Paper's one, and then they're
Two
like,
is
let's do harder paper. Wood.
Is it
Cardboard.
Yes.
Cardboard.
So, at this point, the giveaways have been done.
cotton?
Cotton. So like
Shirt.
sheets?
Give us shirts. Oh,
We're
sheets.
wearing it. We're wearing
From
it.
the strong
So-
yet malleable
This is
fabric.
llama wool.
Thanks. But at this point, we've already picked who will win, and also that we're recording this before then, and I don't know who those people are yet. So in the weird way that recording and time works, congratulations to our winners.
I thought you were going to announce the winners now.
No, I'm going to announce them actually on the
You
27th.
just mouth something off voiceover. Brandon.
Who's Brandon? Why did they win?
Brandon's gonna think you want.
Sorry,
Anyway,
Brandon. You're
those
not.
are toasts, those are our announcement. We have a movie recap to go through at this point.
Yeah, we do.
So, what are we doing?
You are doing
A Star
A
is
Star is Born.
A Star is Born?
A Star is Born.
A Star is Born.
A Star is Born.
I will give you a hint.
Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't believe
And Bradley Cooper.
I saw
And the
it in
song-
movie theater with Mimi several
Mhm.
years ago.
And
Yeah.
don't give him hints.
And it's
Yeah.
music.
And the
That's
song,
right.
in the shadows.
I'm not doing anything with the music about it.
And there's this part in the movie where Lady Gaga goes like this.
Okay, this is great.
That's the information
okay.
we get
I
to
don't
have.
remember
Yes.
that.
So, A
It's
Star
not
is
really a
Born.
hint as much as unhelpful context.
I said I saw it with Mimi, and you said don't get it.
You said here's a hint. Is what you said first. Go ahead.
A Star is Born. Enter Lady Gaga, who is under a desperate need to transform her raccoon friend back to human.
Whoa.
Bradley Cooper. So,
Ah, Rocket.
in order to do
That is
this,
the movie.
she wishes upon a falling star
Ah.
and says, I would like to become a raccoon.
Oh.
And then she goes on a one-movie long quest, collecting leaves and other side quests from a wizard man, until eventually she has all of the components needed to do the spell to transform into a raccoon. She
What's
goes,
the spell?
Raccoon is born.
Oh.
Raccoon is born.
I really,
Raccoon is
that was
born.
the perfect time for you to say the spell is singing the song in the shallows.
I already
but
forgot what the
do
song
it.
was by that point. So, yeah.
How's the song fit in?
I've already forgotten that there's a song.
There's a song.
Yeah.
How's it fit in?
Oh, it is the montage moment where the spell's being done and you see her transform into a raccoon.
I think it's in the dumpster. In the dumpster.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Shallows of the dumpster.
I'm
Trash
on
can,
the
this.
deep trash.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Watch as I dumpster dive.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay.
That was the song.
Now, if we could actually recap episode 79,
Now.
who would like to do that?
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. We were sneaking into the place
What place?
and the
Yes.
Citadel,
Oh yeah.
and we climbed a rope so hard I almost
Yeah.
died.
I'm so tired.
I got to the top and I was 40 years old. And then we all walked around the Citadel and
Did the stabbing in the face happen in '78?
it
No,
was
that was 79.
It was, yeah, the Mystery one. Mystery was like, I'm gonna go and charm these guards, and he ended up killing one and sucking the life out of the other one. And then they became our undead servant, with prisoner with job, and
Yes.
then we.
This Ken does job.
That's right. And then we snuck down a stairwell, and we interrupted. We got a tense moment where Lilith,
Oh
Lilith
yeah.
was
Doing her little thing.
meditating, and all of her guards were there,
Mhm.
and we tried to talk to her about summoning Drenton, and she got really sassy with us and really standoffish, and then we left. But turns out Tari must have been secretly in that room with us, and then after that, it all gets hazier than I've already made it.
She was also, Lilith was trying to, she wasn't just meditating. She was like trying to connect with her dad
Oh.
or granddad or something. And they want to bring Drenton back. And she said something ominous that was similar to Tari that was like, I just want to help the world or whatever.
I just want to run.
Hide it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's not a battle yet. There was a battle? There was not a battle.
We almost had to roll for initiative, and we didn't. We just went upstairs,
Oh, right.
and we were trying to look for Tari, and we sensed her back down where we just came from, and I thought that's basically where we stopped.
Yeah, we know she's around here somewhere.
She's around these parts.
But Lilith sent her guards to go look for Tari, and they didn't find anything.
Yeah.
And so y'all left the mausoleum, found a different mausoleum, and opened that door with
Yes.
the key that you had taken from
The key
one of the two
to the
treasure
mausoleum.
that you took so that you could then unlock the other mausoleum and get inside where you have planned to lay out some bedrolls and long rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
With that, you are all lying within the space, setting up watch for somebody to be watching through the crack of the mausoleum door to keep an eye on the other mausoleum where y'all had come from. And much like Stephen had mentioned, a lot of you are physically exhausted and hurting from also some fights that y'all have been going through. One of y'all have died on this journey and have been recovering from that. And you've been surviving on some meager rations and feeling pretty fatigued, which is how climbing a 40-foot rope could actually cause your body to really, really hurt and be, emphasized in a terrible way, causing some exhaustion.
Like that time you picked up a table.
Yes, and hurt my back super bad.
Yeah.
Yes, and so as y'all are laying down in very sore, very hungry, hurting postures, you are now waiting and resting within there. So anything to converse about, to set up in this rest, as well as who is watching through the crack to be kind of just keeping tabs on anything you can see in the area between your mausoleum and the other mausoleum.
I'll watch through the crack.
Do you need the least amount of sleep? Is that how you work?
Yeah. I only need 4
The
hours.
opposite of real life.
Got her.
Well, that was an unnecessary dig at me. Why did
Why
you
is that
do
a
that?
dig?
I don't know, the way
Sleep
that
is
you
good.
said it.
It's just funny that it's
What are some other
opposite.
things about her?
That are opposite from her character?
Yeah.
What are some other things you hate, Joey?
Episode 80.
Laura doesn't really
Things
care
about Sally and
I'm pretty
Maria.
sure we did the opposite of this in somewhere in the first 20
I think I
episodes,
remember
where you
it.
talked about all the similarities between Sally and Laura in a
Yeah.
really hurtful way.
Yeah. You were like, oh, you're also guarded and closed off.
And covered in bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One way that Nemo's opposite from me is that Nemo didn't wet the bed his first week of freshman year of college.
Did you wet the bed your first year of freshman year?
Yeah.
Is that true?
What?
Is that real?
Tell us.
I
Why?
hadn't wet the bed.
I'd like to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, then you shouldn't be DMing.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm
Did you
looking
see
through
that?
the crack because I need the least amount of sleep, much unlike my character in real life.
Did y'all get together to say, let's take as long as we possibly can to get into
Listen,
Correct.
we really got into the episode fast because there was little to no chaos at the beginning,
That's
so
true.
it's got to be now.
Yeah.
So how long do you have? How do you watch?
I'll take a shift as long as I can.
Stare
do
through
long
with my
rest.
eyeballs. What do
4
you
hours?
mean? For 4 hours.
Yeah. She'll take the first shift, Dylan will come in for 2 hours, we'll need one more.
You can do it.
Right.
I need my beauty sleep.
Unlike him in real life.
Oh, I'm so hurt.
Thule, as she gets ready to lay down, and you can see she looks exhausted, she just says, hey, Lorelith,
Hey.
if you see Tari, wake me up. And then within seconds, she's snoring.
Wake me up when
I'm in a
Tari
meditative
returns.
state trying to draw on the strength of my god Numero to unexhaust me.
Is that real?
Can you unexhaust me too?
I am so wearied, and I'm just like, no matter, please bring me strength. We are preparing for perhaps our hardest task, and I need your guidance, and I need your strength.
Make a religion check with disadvantage.
Doesn't sound like it's gonna go well based on the music.
Yeah.
So just beat a 10.
How many levels of exhaustion do you have?
3.
Yes!
Disadvantage, my fella. Religion, you said?
Yeah,
Religion.
but just beat a 10.
Oh, yeah, 13.
Okay, great. Within the first couple hours, of rest, as you were lying down, there's this no voice, no conversation, simply a contentment in your actions and your calling in relationship to Numero that washes over you in a way that just brings you a lot of rest and comfort.
Nice.
So once your long rest is complete, you will lose one level of exhaustion from the long rest, and you can lose another one because of your extra special rest.
Nice.
And the ominous music in my head decreases by like 1 notch.
So he still has 1 level of exhaustion, right?
At the end of this
Was he
long
at
rest, you will
3?
still have one level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I want to do that, but I have no way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be exhausted.
Any conversations, anything you want to talk about over the last couple of things that y'all have witnessed? Following after Lilith, Tari being in there, this weirdness with what Lilith is doing at this point. Any character-to-character interactions?
Who's awake with me? No one.
At this point, it could be anyone. Julie has fallen asleep,
Oh.
conveniently for me.
So we all agreed that Misery's never allowed to help us sneak into anywhere ever again. Yes?
Hey, I didn't know we were trying to be sneaky.
I literally said, can you distract them so we can sneak in?
Okay, so I wasn't the one trying to be sneaky. I was trying to distract them.
No, but I think that stabbing someone in the face is not effective for the whole party.
They were gonna kill me.
Because then they were like, oh, our guards that you killed upstairs? So.
But we made them think Tari killed him.
Oh, right.
Yes, so it worked out.
Fine.
Alright.
Thelen spawned some lavender in the room to help everybody sleep well.
Wow.
Because I can do that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I feel like as I get comfortable, I
Yeah.
do my thing. And
Within a mausoleum that does smell like mustiness and decay, a very pleasant, slight. Are you burning it or just like throwing it around?
just having them sprout
Just sprouts
up.
them out. Great.
Yeah,
The natural sense of lavender fill the room and accompany everyone to a more comfortable rest. With that, Lorla, would you like to make a perception check for me as you are
Yeah.
keeping watch?
That's not good. 11?
Okay, that is okay, because with that, you notice nothing, no changes, or anything going on within the first 2 hours, while you hear the heavy breaths of your party and those who are exhausted fully embracing the sleep that you are not quite having yet. Go ahead and do one more perception check for the next 2 hours that you were keeping watch over.
Oh, jeez. 15.
Okay, 15.
You're welcome.
Another 2 hours go by where you continue to see the shifting of the Frasier guards making their rounds. And so every couple of minutes they continue to make their way around. There have been a relief of shifts as there's now a new, fresh set of guards on patrol. And then eventually you can see 2 more are replaced at the front of the mausoleum to the ones that you all were at before. And so at some point in the middle of the night, they've done a full guard shift.
Cool. Nothing else?
That is it.
Sweet.
Right? You can either wake up Gwendolyn or Thelen, whoever's taking this next shift.
Who decided to take it next? Was it you?
I think
Both
the
of you?
order we said was you fell and me.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I
think he said as long as you get a full
Wake me up.
rest.
just tap,
Yeah.
tap. Tap, tap, tap. I'm Felon.
Great.
It's your turn.
I slowly wipe the eye sleepies out of my eyes,
Oh, the ice please.
hoping that I got at least an hour of deep sleep and prepare for my shift.
All right, go ahead and do a perception check as well.
Nice. 23.
Okay. Without any sound at all, you almost don't notice them, even though you're looking forward. You can see two figures step out of the mausoleum, absolutely silently, as if they were shadows themselves. You see Lilith and her darkish gray skin reflecting some of that greenish torchlight that is within the citadel. And next to her, you see a skeletal form in kind of a shadowy aura as well, in some ragged robes, both of them emerging from the mausoleum that you all had come from. The skeletal figure, also with this kind of hood pulled up and the robes coming off of him, also has a very slight bluish glow to it as well. I'd like you to make an Arcana check for me.
I've never done one of those before. 12.
Okay. Yeah, there's some form of otherworldly magical nature going on with this person as well. You can hear them also whispering a conversation between each of them. As they're walking by and almost over towards the citadel.
How far am I from them?
About 40 to 50 feet.
Okay. I would say immediately, just because of their perception, I would remove the lavender buds and kind of make them go back into the ground and almost stir the dust up or something to just remove any of that sort of smell that they could hold on to. And then
even as you try to just magically release them, they wither and decay into a grayish black as you release your magical preservation of them.
And then I just try and stay tuned in to see what direction they're going, if they're leaving, but also trying to pay attention to the door to see if anyone else is following. Do I recognize the skeletal figure from when we were down in the room?
No, this is a completely new figure.
Okay.
Make a perception check for me.
Nice, the rolls are on right now. 22.
Oh, geez, great. The whispered conversation you can hear from Lilith to this figure, she says, "Once we unearth this dragon's heart, its ancient power shall be ours, and our gift to Drenton." And then you hear in return, in this very chilling, raspy voice, "The ritual demands precision, souls aplenty to fuel its rebirth." And then they ascend the stairs and head into the citadel. Make one more perception check as you're watching the mausoleum afterwards, as you said.
Man, what is going on, dude?
Just
23.
Killing it right now.
Wow.
Those two figures are the, and then maybe 10 feet behind them. You notice the detail of this. One of the guards, the one that you had tied up, is with them. The other one that was stabbed in the face, as we recall, and the life drained from them, has been brought back and is following in a very similar fashion to the way that you can bring people back from the dead. And so the both of them tailed those two and followed them into the citadel as if they were with them, not in any suspicious way.
Okay. I don't wake anybody. I just retain that information in my mind palace and continue to.
What'd you say? Sorry.
To what? I retain that information in my mind palace.
No, that's it.
To wait until everybody wakes up. As I see them leave, I bring back the lavender buds and try and keep everybody as comfortable as possible. I don't think I could change the temperature in the room, could I?
Oh, no.
Okay.
You're not a ghost.
Other than that, nothing. Just continuing to watch and try and see anything.
Got it. Gwendolyn, you wake up to the scents of lavender, and Thelen waking you up.
Smells nice.
That's the whole purpose of it. I have a lot to tell everyone in the morning from the time that I watched. I saw Lilith and a new character, but they went up the stairs and I don't see any more concern, but I'll fill everybody in once we all wake up.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out.
A little screen comes down with this
some
new
rest.
character with like a silhouette outline.
New character.
Character.
And then an avatar pops up.
You meant like a new, you know.
Yeah.
That character.
Some,
That guy's a character.
some new broad.
Gwendolyn, would you do your perception check for your watch?
Yeah. I'm gonna use some different dice. We'll see. Oh,
You don't have enough.
16. I don't have enough. 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the last 2 hours, as you eventually hear everyone else waking up, no one else comes out of the mausoleum. You have no spotting of Tari. Nobody else comes out of the Citadel. And everyone is feeling fully rested. So you can do your long rest, complete that, reset your health back to max, get all of your abilities back. You lose a level of exhaustion. You can lose your 2. Have we already handled the long rest? Has that been done?
I think so, because when I
did
opened
that.
up my app, I had full hit
I
points.
saw 2 things.
Yeah.
Oh, it requires food and drink. Yeah, we eat.
We definitely eat it.
Cool, I only have 1 little.
I can make a treat and give it to you.
Nice.
What are you making?
A little lavender scone.
Let's see.
Is someone updating Tuli's sheet for a long
We'll handle it.
Okay.
So which one is after a long rest?
Why are you so sad? She's just hormonal and confused.
Oh, poor Wiggy.
That's what we've been telling her lately.
That's really sad.
I got you a treat so that you would be okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, here, lay there. Yeah.
I gave her a
Aw, there
treat
you
too.
go.
Yeah.
She said I got cramps.
She just
Dad.
hormonal. Yeah, they make dog heating pads, but dogs don't actually get cramps during their heat. But it was
Yeah,
in
you
a
don't wanna make
recently
her
read on
more
Amazon,
hot.
and Dan was pissed. He thought I actually bought it
Oh.
after saying dogs don't. What's wrong is she really wants to bite my feet, and she's upset when she can't bite my feet.
I mean, I get it.
She's whining.
Let her bite your feet.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? But she trusts you.
So we've
Trusts
long
my
rested.
feet.
So long rested. Thelen uses whatever magic he does to make treats.
He just cooks. He's mundane.
I
You
just-
cook food.
No, yeah, I cook.
Cooking is just as magical as regular.
Oh, I agree with you. I'm just saying, Thelen's ability to cook is because he can cook.
Yeah.
Right, because I can cook. I take some of the lavender buds and somehow create some honey as well.
Okay, that's
Whoa.
And make some lavender and honey treats. I can make 3 of them. They last for 8 hours, and they just give you 3 temporary hit points when you eat them, and it just takes a bonus action. So,
Oh,
and you
wait,
said you need
to eat it or to.
Yeah.
Or you can just eat them now.
You can, I mean, you can just eat it
Hit
now.
points last for.
Like if you held on to it to use in a fight, it would just take a bonus action to eat it if you needed some. But now you can just eat it if you want to.
But I'm just gonna eat it now.
Yeah,
How many did you make?
3.
Who are you giving them to?
I'll give
I'll just eat one.
1 to Misery. Anybody else who it wouldn't help him since he already or could it
How many hit points?
with his
It won't help
exhaustion.
exhaustion, but
Is that what he said?
it helps.
So his exhaustion just gets helped with food and drink or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Then if you want to like supplement the rest with the eating for the sake of that level of exhaustion, I see what you were saying. Why it's needed. Yeah, he would need one as part of like a sustenance waking up to help reduce the level of exhaustion.
Then I'll give Nemo one, and then I'll just hold on to the other one to be
Okay.
able to hand out if necessary.
You have like a crystallized honey and lavender snack.
Yummy.
What a great breakfast.
And 3 points of hit.
3 temporary hit points. How many
Okay.
temporary hit points?
3.
Great.
That's cool.
As Tuli gets up and hears people rustling around. Where's Tari? Did we not see Tari? Is she still in there?
Oh.
Oh,
I didn't see Tari. Did you see Tari?
yeah. So I'd say I get everybody's attention after the aroma of the treats fills the air, and say, On my watch, I saw a lot of stuff that I think kind of lets us know what's going to be happening. So Lilith and a skeletal figure with some sort of arcane magic, which I'm obviously not too good at understanding, were speaking very quietly outside of the mausoleum, but I overheard them talk about raising the dragon's heart and using that to bring back Drenton. So it appears that our fears of that are true. The skeletal figure, however, said that it was going to take a lot of souls to do so, so I wonder if that can be the damn fear or other people that can be used to bring back Drenton and this heart. And as they walked away, I noticed the guard that Misery stabbed and I brought back to life, as well as the dazed one, were acting as if nothing had happened and were following them up the stairs in that direction.
That's probably her grandpappy. The skeleton. The new character.
Yes, the new character.
Ooh.
It's probably her grandpappy, remember?
The one in the
Is that who she was talking to down there?
glass with the puzzle?
Grandpappy has been raised from the dead then.
Yes.
Oh.
As was the guard, in almost the same manner that I brought her back.
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers.
Where do you get them peepers?
My parents.
How does
Beautiful.
Thule respond?
That's right.
I feel like she would be the most startled or upset.
They said that? They said they were bringing back Drenton?
That seemed to be the goal, but they said they needed a dragon's heart in order to do it.
She lied.
It does seem that the goodwill we may have thought we had with Lilith is not good enough to have earned her trust.
Well, I think she'd always been good at reading us. And when we were down there, after we snuck in, she probably could have sensed that we were not telling the whole truth.
That's fair.
So, I guess we go there now, right? We go to the Citadel, we go fight her, I guess.
Did you recognize anything with the guards and their patrol as to when we could sneak and follow them without alerting the guards?
Misery?
I'm not allowed to do that.
Yeah, he's not allowed to do that anymore.
Just timing or
Sneak.
anything
All
like that?
sneak together.
Did I notice anything about time? I mean, I noticed
It's the same timing.
it's
y'all
the
have been
same
familiar with
timing.
it.
It's
It's like
just
a couple
new.
minutes between each
Yeah,
pass
it's
by.
just a new set of guards. So probably move between. There's multiple mausoleums, so just move as far as we can between each, walking past.
And it didn't seem as though they were looking for us when they came out of the mausoleum that I noticed, so I don't know if the two guards alerted them to us lying as well. It didn't seem like that, so I don't think the guards have been told to look for us, but we should still step lightly.
Do you think it would be helpful for you to like turn into some kind of animal and fly ahead, and you can give us some sort of signal when we're clear to cross the next path? Because I know the timing, but
Yeah. Let's check the distances between the mausoleums and start, and if it seems like there's too many, then I think that could be a good plan to at least get some sort of bat's eye view of things to be able to make sure we're going in the right direction.
got it. Bat.
So you all are in the most inner ring of the mausoleums on the side where the graves are. So it's a pretty straight shot to follow up the stairs into the rear doors of the Citadel. It would just be the one wave of guards that you're trying to get through, as long as you can get to the door and open it before the guards come by. Did you catch that?
I saw Sorry, I showed him the mausoleum picture. He said we're in the inner ring.
You're on the innermost ring, and so it's just the one stretch of from the mausoleum you're in up the stairs to the door, and you just have to be able to get there and open the door before the next wave of guards would show up.
Okay. So there's no more mausoleums between us and the big area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thule speaks up to you. Well, I'm torn between Lilith and Tari. Both are trying to achieve the same thing at the same time. It seems as if she's still in the other mausoleum, right? And she looks towards Gwendolyn. Ellen and Laura.
Yeah.
Well,
Unless was there water down there?
I don't believe there were any significant puddles or anything that was large enough for them to
Okay,
come in because we
Yeah.
were looking for that.
then no, she's still in there.
well then I'll catch up with y'all.
Are you sure?
I need to take care of Tari on my own, and I will catch up with you.
No.
I'll come with you. Just kidding.
You're very bad at that.
And coming with people?
Yes.
Yeah. Which is the opposite of your character in real life.
Yeah, you're great at coming with me. We get to go everywhere. It's fun.
I'm always with everybody.
Yeah. You're a good friend. Unlike Miserable.
This is backfiring on me. I wanted it to be an insult.
She cracked her knuckles. She goes, "This is a Pori business.
Whoa!
Did you have your knuckles prepared for that?
This is role playing.
Whoa. How did you make your knuckles crack for role playing?
I did it with my mouth.
Do it again.
Steven
No
had a
crack.
crack.
I'm out of mouth juice.
Crack, crack, crack. Mouth juice. Gross. Do you mean spit? Is there another kind of mouth juice that we don't know about? Episode title: Mouth juice.
Not
No
you.
I'm out of
thanks.
mouth juice.
Mouth juice. I'm
No
all out of
thanks.
mouth juice.
No, thank you.
I'm all out of mouth
Did
juice.
that happen?
Anyway,
Do we need a
a
distraction?
Pori business.
Oh, bye, Tully.
Are you just... Or,
I trust her.
She's gotten away from us too many times. I want to see this one through.
Dan, is it important that we as the party let her go for your DM purposes? Or
You-
should we fight back more?
Do what you would do.
Oh my god.
Role play.
Okay, Tuli. Bye!
Dylan
This
would,
Ken's job is mausoleum.
Yeah.
Classic Laura.
Atkins' job is murder.
Dylan would give her a forehead shake and just say, you've been trained in the same way she has, so trust your abilities.
I will. I'll see it through. And then she looks back and does her little hand horn.
Yeah, you know.
Gig 'em.
Yeah. And then heads on through. So yeah, she quickly heads between this mausoleum to the other, gets through the doors, and you see her enter the other one.
And she was never seen again.
Maybe.
How far are we from the door? Can we see? So we can see the other door at the top of the
Yeah,
stairs.
it's about 120 feet away.
Okay.
Up a pretty large set of stairs.
So probably like a 45-second sprint.
Maybe a little less than that, but yeah.
Okay.
Did you tell Rachel to not come on purpose? That was why you were so
that?
weird about it earlier when I was like, is she dead? And you were like, she'll be back.
No, she actually couldn't make it to this night.
I'd say that I would want to sit next to the door and watch probably 3 groups pass and count the time and do the average of that and then wait for one to pass, and then if it's that close, I feel like I wouldn't want to waste a shift. We should just get ready and run.
Yep.
And obviously run to cover, check, and then
What kind of animal are you?
I'm not right now.
Oh.
I'm not going to shift if it's only 120 something feet away.
The end?
Not animal
Okay.
right now.
I was saying stay an animal the entire time for us to get through the rest of the graveyard.
But we just have 120 feet to
Oh,
cover.
to the end of the graveyard. I thought you just meant to the next mausoleum.
Oh no, to the doors that they went into, yeah, to cover.
Stop.
Otherwise I would.
That hurts.
Yeah.
If we had like,
No.
But if you were a bat, what kind of noise would you use to give us a signal? Bats don't make noise. They just use
Echolocation.
He
And all you can
well,
translate that.
His eyes are human, so,
So
the
we-
blinking is like, the blinking is so loud.
So that round of guards has passed. Fallon is poised and ready to lead the group into the doorway. Any other preparations for stealthing up to the door, trying to get there between these shifts of guards?
No.
I'm bringing up the rear.
Okay.
I mean, I can cause a tiny earthquake if we want.
Please don't.
I
Please
can,
do the opposite of that.
I can
Like a
make
giant
a
earthquake?
sound
Yeah.
that comes from somewhere else. It's just gonna be like someone talking.
No,
or something,
we're just.
so that the guards go
okay,
like over there.
okay, or if we just try to be sneaky for once.
All right, let's try to be sneaky.
Okay.
You
Can I get a,
tiptoe like Scooby Doo.
can I get a stealth check from everyone? Gotta beat a 12.
I have.
Ooh! I have advantage because
do.
my
If you have
shoes.
boots. If you have one level of exhaustion, I think.
It's disadvantage. You're right, Dan. Thanks for checking.
19.
Does a
5.
16.
does a 12 beat a 12?
Yep,
Yes, it
disadvantage
does.
on ability check. So, stealth.
She's under your blanket now.
Can you roll one for
Waiting to bite my feet.
Cassandra? Can you roll one for our boy?
For Chris.
Oh no, Chris isn't with y'all anymore. Never mind. He's
No,
with
he's
the
with
shotgun.
He went back. He's doing
Yeah.
the
I
most
got
important
it.
job.
Hope he's not dead.
Okay. That's everyone. 3 passes, 2
Yeah.
fails. So it's a success. You get up to the doorway. Without the next shift of guards, everything gets to move the timeline that you want. You get to these 2 large onyx black stone doors that, as you pull on the rings to try to move them forward to open them up, it is locked.
No! Thwarted again!
A fortified citadel.
We need a key. Or
Stop it.
what?
I feel like you're about to say, we explode the door.
Is there a keyhole?
Yes.
Does anyone have burglary tools? Thieves
Wait,
It's a
tools?
I have
keyhole
lock
that's like
picking.
you can only
Yeah, I
see
have
it a
those.
certain time of the year.
Is that better than a knock
Doors
that
say-
makes a really loud noise?
Yeah,
Certain time
it
of the
is
sun.
way better than that.
Can't I lockpick?
But it only is audible from like 300 feet away.
Are you doing this on purpose now?
I forgot about that.
I do
part.
have thieves' tools.
I was gonna say, how do
You are
is that
really.
Contrary to your character.
I'm at, okay.
Oh, these? It's a crusty, like, peel.
I am setting
Got
a
four
2-minute timer for y'all to, or I'll do a little more than that. For
First
game
what?
time. A 3-minute timer to figure out opening this door before the
Um,
next round of guards
okay.
has come around.
I am going to shift then into something that can fit into the keyhole. Can I fit into the keyhole?
Shift it to a key.
And a meat.
A worm.
Yeah, like a ladybug or something.
Would I be able to get? Well, I wouldn't be strong enough to move that.
We are not talking fast enough. Can
just
you use
unshift
your
from the inside.
use your
You
thieves
try and
tool?
do your thing.
I can try.
Don't talk about it. Just do it.
I start to try.
Okay, make a dexterity check. Are you
Talk very
proficient with
slow.
thieves' tools?
I don't know what that means.
It would be under proficiencies tools.
It's just in my inventory.
Okay, so you might not be proficient, which is fine. You make a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Hurry, roll.
Okay. I'm sorry.
If it's bad,
Yeah, it's probably gonna be
It was
bad.
bad, I'll just knock and then roll.
Yes. Just general dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 15.
That just passes.
Whoa!
With a disadvantage as well.
Yeah.
Really?
So, Sleepy Nemo.
Yeah.
It looked like you were like trying to lie to Joey for a second. Yeah. Sleepy Nemo.
that +1 was huge.
Yeah.
Gets his hands down around the keyhole and he's maneuvering the 2 tools, and you can hear him like clicking away at the different prongs that need to be set and twisted. And because this is like an older, ancient lock, not one that has more complicated keys that have been developed over time, you're able to then situate what you need to, and you can hear it shift in a way that you can then twist, and then the door just, you get that little bit of a crack to it, and you know that it's unlocked.
He's saying it's a dumb lock. If it were any smarter, if it was like a ring camera, you wouldn't have been able to, you wouldn't have been able to get
Yeah,
it.
you'd have no idea what the camera was.
Yeah. Vampire. Who is it?
There's a pizza over on the side.
Hey, you can just go to the door. With
We still probably have a minute or so, so I would say we just, since it is an old metal door,
It's a stone door, but
Onyx.
probably metal hinges or something like that. Just open it slowly.
Grease.
Yeah.
Oil and hinge.
I pull out my bag of oil, slopping around.
great. You all are able to shift the door open, get inside, and then I imagine shut it behind you. And you're now in a pitch black room. The outside torch light and stuff that's been there to light the outside does not reach inside at this point. So if you have dark vision, you can see just fine. But anyone who does not have dark vision is now in a completely dark chamber.
Left, do you have any of those good shrooms?
Mm-hmm.
May I have some?
You can have one.
I eat shroom.
Right? Everybody else has dark vision?
You can have 5 or 6 shrooms.
Or just
one.
one.
I don't need friends, they disappoint me.
I hate it when she touches me there.
Alright, we're in the dark.
The first thing that you see is the 2 Freyja guards that were following Lilith from before are both in the middle of this stone floor lying on the ground in a puddle of blood. And so you take like 2 steps forward and that's immediately where they are. Otherwise, you're in a pretty empty stone room that has no doors except for on the far side where you can see stairway that heads straight up a hallway. There's some tattered reddish banners with a sigil of the East Cove, West Cove family. But other than that, those are the only details you see at this time.
Do I remember seeing the skeleton guy holding any sort of thing that wouldn't be magical that could contain souls? Like
You did roll pretty
a
high on perception
stone
check.
or a lantern or...
Sure. God, you did roll really high on perception check. So I will say you noticed there was a necklace that he was wearing that was also glowing that same kind of bluish hue as his aura.
Right when we see them, I feel like I would say something like, there's 2 souls down. The skeleton man mentioned souls for bringing back the dragon heart and Drenton, and it seems as though these were sheep led to slaughter, and he has some sort of way to store the souls to bring back, so I imagine that these will not be the first bodies that we find.
I think we also should be careful then. The fact that none of the guards were looking for us makes it seem like this could be a trap, and they want us to also be souls to bring back the dragon.
Yeah.
So, whoa.
Sorry.
You don't think the guards were just in the way of them trying to get to where they want to go?
They were following pretty willingly up the stairs. They weren't shackled or anything that I noticed. It seemed as though they may have been mind controlled.
Yeah, they
or
came here.
something. I don't think that they wanted them to die by the mausoleums to raise awareness to the other guards. To be worried about something. What else do we see after their bodies?
Well, can I check their bodies?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll
A handling check?
a investigation check.
A pat down check?
Big old +0. With disadvantage.
Run it around in their corpse.
13.
Okay, great. Yeah, you can see they each have a key on them.
Grab it.
They each have a healing potion on them.
Nice. Grab it.
And then one of them had a horn that was used as like a signal or a warning that you had noticed earlier.
Like a lame horn.
Yeah.
It's worse than my horn.
Like the one you're drinking out of?
Kind of.
So that's
Whoa.
2 healing potions.
Yes.
Like the one your mouth juice is coming out of?
That's how I refresh my mouth juice.
I don't want to say that anymore.
Mouth juice.
Well, we all put up with each other.
Did you take the horn too, or no?
I'm leaving the horn.
Like, okay.
Mouth
I'm assuming it's like the least good kind of.
Mouth juice.
I think it's a D4 plus 2. Maybe I'm wrong just be. Yeah, we can look it up, but yeah.
This is ASMR
Lesser healing.
talking about mouth juice.
Is there only one tunnel for us to follow at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. As he's checking, I feel like I would slowly be walking forward, just to more of a listening than a looking type thing. So obviously using my dark vision to see, but more so paying attention to what I hear than what I
Another
see.
perception check.
Whoa.
10.
Okay. You hear vague voices up ahead. Not enough for you to hear the details or anything, but you know that there's a conversation happening up in the next chamber.
What are the guards wearing?
They're wearing some mostly like light metal armor. They're wearing some like fortified uniform and stuff for combat and protection.
You have little hats on.
Excuse me?
What kind of hat?
Could be a disguise.
A helmet or a hat. I'm just thinking if I could storm a Star Wars joint, dress up in their armor,
What?
and be a guard.
It'd probably be bloody though. It'd be bloodied. Bloody.
Yeah, all of it is lying in a puddle of blood.
Covered armor.
Yeah.
Sure, why not do any of you have a bad day? So they don't have any cool hats or armor or helmets. It's the
They
short
weren't wearing
answer.
helmets,
Okay.
but they are wearing like armor, and it signifies them as being part of the family.
Anyone would recognize my long, luscious locks, so that defeats the purpose.
That's right.
A very pale cave-dwelling Nemo would have a hard time being a dark-skinned female elf in appearance.
Another way I'm unlike my character is that I have a receding hairline, whereas Nemo has long, beautiful hair.
But
Any other
he
preparations?
also has this not in common. He's very, very tan and not pale at all.
Everyone knows me for being tan.
Any other preparations?
I'm just prepared to shift if I need to.
Sure.
But I'm not yet.
I have all of my armor on that I wanted, so. Including my stealth boots. Guys, don't forget my boots are really stealthy.
They're
So
good.
if you need to send me ahead, I don't make a single noise.
Wow.
I'm super stealthy.
And I'll stab it.
She bellowed through the chamber.
Dan took a
think-
sip of more mouth juice.
It's dark.
Drinking your own spit?
It's dark.
Yeah, so we're fine. I think we're good.
I can't like hold a rage, can I? Because it has to be full combat.
Are you currently kindling any form of anger?
Always.
I mean, generally.
Tuli's gone.
It's
Yeah.
called being a woman in America in 2023.
Have you seen Barbie? You've seen Barbie? Yeah, yeah.
You can always rage first thing. It's fine.
Is that an actual question? I have to say when's like angry or not?
Yeah, like it requires some form of like anger and
I mean,
rage.
she's always trying to,
Oh, you're the whole.
tone it down.
Okay.
Yeah, she's always like.
Also, there's a dragon being
singing her
raised.
song, but yeah, I
Sure,
think she'd
that's
be
what I
like
mean.
pretty
Talk me
ticked,
through it. I'm not
but-
saying there are no reasons. I'm saying provide the context.
Yeah,
He's saying you have a very.
We're making a story here, guys.
Right. Yeah, she's
Got it.
probably pretty ticked that Lilith is actually doing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not angry, but she's worried about Tuli going off for Tari. She doesn't like Tari. She's
Right.
worried about Chris, and she handles her emotions and concerns and her anxieties in a way that comes out as raging anger.
And it's all
It's
bubbling
a
up
bear.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Great.
And my pencil broke! And now I can handle it!
Yes, you can hold on to those emotions in a way that triggers
bottle
them again.
So I can hold a rage.
You can supposedly, yes, absolutely. Thank you for letting me know how your character's
Oh my
doing.
god! Sorry, she burped in my face really
She does that.
She has been, yeah, that's her thing lately.
Alright,
She likes
what are we
my
doing
nose
next
a lot.
then?
and it
I'm just walking forward as I
stairs.
hear the sounds.
Did you tell other folks about the voices?
No, not yet.
Tell us about the voices.
I feel like
what voices?
I would probably just do some sort of hand gesture. I don't think that I would say anything. I would, literally something along the lines of like pointing and maybe holding my hand back, while paying attention to the ground as well for any sort of loose rubble or traps or anything that could alert or hinder us.
Great. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Does anyone respond to his signals?
Yeah, I think that I also am on edge and want to see what's going on.
Okay. Make
Especially since I'm stealthy.
Make a
Nine.
perception check as well.
Oh man. 11.
Okay, yeah. You, as he makes a signal, you also just hear a couple voices up in the room ahead. Can't make out what they're saying, but you, of course, can confirm that there are people present.
Just a few.
Can I want to move forward ahead of everyone since
And then
I'm
roll again.
so stealthy. Well, kind of, yeah. I mean, because I'm so stealthy that I can get closer to hear better.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I'm very stealthy because no one can hear me walking in my boots. These boots are made for not walking. And that's just what they do. No, I think they're made of leather. 15 plus 2 is 17.
Okay, you get up to like the highest stairs here, and ahead you can see a room.
What does it look like?
The room where it happens?
Whoa!
So we're in this doorway?
No,
This
you're
doorway.
at that side one.
Wow. I got it.
Stairs.
There's a trap.
One. Is that supposed to be there?
No,
Did we catch you? Two.
no, that just was there from
Just I'm at the
recount
doorway,
days.
right?
Yes.
Where am I?
You can see.
Your figurine is messed up, isn't it?
Oh, what happened to her?
Yeah, we haven't glued her together yet.
Oh.
Right, she's not glued together yet, Kazuna.
Here, you can be this one.
I haven't been in my office in like 6 weeks. Forgot about it.
Yeah, I'll be him.
Here. You'll be this
Someone
weird
remind
person.
me.
Oh, great. I'm so glad.
What's the others? You're in the back. Who else is where?
I'm missing 2 figures.
Tuli is no longer here. This is you. Is this Tuli? Who the heck is this?
No.
Which one's Tuli?
Tuli,
That's you, dude.
Alright,
Tuli
Tuli's not
isn't here
No, I'm
either.
right
No, that's him.
Tuli's not there right
This was Chris.
Oh, would you rather be
Chris ain't
Chris
here, bro.
than this weird thing?
Don't be Chris, because Chris is Chris.
What's that? What's that in the corner? Is that me?
No. Looks like a night elf.
Oh.
You can use that as her, that's fine.
That would be a good.
Two closest we've got.
Good Laura.
It's me.
And then Chris is not here.
Me.
You two can be next to each other.
Whoa, there's so many people in here. Sorry.
Wait. That's what I saw? How did I not scream?
Yeah.
You're right, it is a ghastly figure.
A ghoul.
You all can see.
Look at this thing.
Look at it, world. Australia, look at it.
Right now on every screen in Australia. You all can see 2 standing guards at the base of that structure, and then at the top you can see a open coffin, and then you can see Lilith and the skeletal figure there.
Wait, just me, right?
Just you see this, yeah. And then Lorelith, what you hear as well is Zolos, as I am your phylactery now.
What does that word mean?
I pull out my phone.
I'm gonna give it a goog.
Do not Google it. If your characters don't know, they don't know. Or play it out as your character does not know. Yeah, as I am your phylactery now, soon we will be able to make this mine. That's what you hear.
Is phylactery like
Just don't.
phallic?
No.
Are you sure?
100%.
Basically,
So factory comes from factory, which is used to produce something.
The skeleton thing said that?
No, she said that.
Lilith
too.
said that.
Yeah.
Do we know that name? Zoloft? Is that what you said?
Zolas.
Zoloft is...
You've heard Zolas.
No, I said
Yeah,
Zoloft.
Okay.
I recognize
What was it?
We've heard Zolas.
Well, at this point, only Lorelith has heard it. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, you all have heard it.
So then what do you do then? Because we don't see any of this yet. I hope that's not what you did.
No, that's not
What was that? A pig is dying.
What's phylactery mean? Beep, 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 beep.
I spelled it right on the second guess. Felt very good about that. First guess was that.
Okay, I hear them say that. Lilith says that or Zolas says that?
Lilith said it.
She said she's the phylactery.
Yes.
What did he say? He said nothing.
Didn't say anything. She said, soon this will be mine.
Soon this will be mine. And we're in front of this tomb. And they're in front of this tomb.
Yes.
Open.
And I don't know whose tomb it is. It's open?
Yes, it's open.
Oh,
Just not in there.
I'm sorry.
It's open. It's called imagination.
No, I know. I just didn't hear that part. Okay. I'm going to walk back down the steps a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the first person? Who was like the head? You were?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna like very, very, very as quiet as I can get without having to roll.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I can roll for stealth because I roll advantage because I'm very stealthy.
Not for whispering.
Oh.
Talking to your boot.
I pick up my boot and I go.
And run a line to it.
Yeah.
And then the other
And
one.
he holds it up to his ear. No, and I like let him know what I heard. And then I say, do you know what that word means?
She said, just as I am your phylactery, soon this will be mine.
I'll have you both roll a history check for it.
Okay.
History of language.
I think what it means is she's producing something that he's using to stay alive or something, and then she's going to be used to bring that back or something.
You gotta beat a 16.
I'm of below average intelligence.
No, 12.
You did 11.
Okay. Yeah, you both fell in more with your background and everything, even. It has something to do with being undead, but that's pretty obvious and low level anyway.
Ugh. What does this word mean?
You haven't heard it yet.
Yep.
I'm not sure what. I wouldn't say anything.
Did I hear the
Never gonna tell
conversation?
me.
I feel like we would walk back to.
Yeah.
Are they in the bottom of the stairs and were they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. We just
Yeah.
walk back down to.
Quietly and say, she said this. Does anyone know what phylactery means?
Misery's the only other person who potentially would, so you can go ahead and make a history check with advantage. Yours is with advantage because of your family.
So
Y'all,
is it
it's literally
straight
a
roll?
word in the Bible.
Yes.
It's unfortunate. We don't know.
Dang!
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
King James? King James?
No, it is a word stolen for D&D
worry, guys, I'm
from
plus
ancient Jewish traditions, and it's
Wow.
completely different in D&D than what it's used in.
It has to do with drinking blood.
No, I believe it's the section of the Old Testament that talks about having like a box with prayers in it affixed to your wrist.
In Deuteronomy, about like
That's a
tell of it every
phylactery.
day when you wake up and when you go to bed and all of that.
Right.
And it's
but
in the New Testament a little bit.
But anyway.
I think,
It's like a little prayer box.
14.
A mezuzah?
Needed 16.
You had a disadvantage and
Mezuzahs
advantage.
don't
I
have
did
to
a
destroy
straight
though of your
Okay.
house.
And you got 14?
This is
Okay.
the one you
Okay.
wear.
So you won't get all of the information, you'll get a bit
The
more.
mezuzah thing. Sorry, what'd you say? Did you know what it
He just said what his numbers were. This was something that your father would try to research and try to create using the soul stones in a way that had some connection to continued life. Like his whole business is resurrecting people, bringing them back from the dead, and there was some tie to doing that in a longer form that he was working on.
I say that to everybody.
Okay, so potentially what could be around his neck is a soul stone.
I guess maybe it's not.
No,
okay.
not a husk
Version of,
stone.
like,
Those are
the
different. A soul
Jewish
stone and a husk
religious
stone are different. He could have a soul stone around his neck. That's what you used to bring Tuli back. Yes?
Yes. It was either that or the Mind Stone or the Reality Stone.
Shut your mouth. Stab it.
Power Stone.
LOL.
So that's probably what's around Grandpappy's neck. Grandpappy, whose name is Zolas. Right?
Yes.
Frozen?
Zolas. So, what do you know about soul stones?
They bring you back to life.
Sure. Do you know anything else? Like, are they powerful? Can we destroy them?
I don't know all that.
Great. Glad you're here.
Said,
Well, they already said that they can bring them back to life, they just need souls.
No, I know, but if he's wearing a soul stone and we take it off his neck and break it, Does that keep the drenching thing from happening? Does it destroy everybody?
I imagine that it's based off of the little I know about Arcana and his very clear strength of the magic, that it would be very difficult for us to break without Tuli's magic.
That's fair.
So we could steal it, but I don't think there would be any breaking it.
Didn't
I just didn't know if you had any
Nemo
knowledge.
just smash the huskstone on the ground?
Those are different.
But it's still a stone. And if you break it, all the souls
My last name
might
is
be
Stone.
dead.
So
Helpful.
So what have you got, Dad?
I'm
Break
pretty
her open,
strong.
find out.
All right, well, does anyone have a plan? I feel like we should just bust in there and see what's going on.
Certainly seems like we need to stop whatever's happening.
Do we need to
To prevent-
hey, let's
But-
talk, or do we just kill them?
I
Okay.
believe the time for talking is far gone.
Okay.
All I know is that he said that they would need a lot of souls. And those 2 measly guards do not
Don't
equate a
know,
lot of
yeah.
souls to me. So I don't believe that
They didn't have
they're close enough. We might want to listen and perceive if possible to see if we can catch them in a distracted moment rather than
Here's the other thing. Lilith is very keenly aware of what's happening around her all the time. So while I understand we might want to wait and catch her in a distracted moment, the longer we wait, the more time we're giving her to be able to sense that we're there. So I feel like this is a now or never type of moment.
Is there a way for us to get DM Dan to get to this door without going through here?
There's only one doorway from where you'd come through. You'd have to go outside of the Citadel and try to find another entrance.
To go back to this one.
Mm-hmm.
So we can only get to these guards by going through the door.
Or other means that you all might have for abilities and magical stuff to work around that, but
I can appear behind someone.
boom, like that.
Could appear behind the casket.
That's true. Shoot him in the face. Stab him in the face.
You could
Misery, it's your
mage
turn.
hand the necklace.
to stab him in the face?
No, not yet.
Oh yeah, I mean, do we do that or?
We need to take out the strongest one first, which is clearly Lilith.
Yeah.
Because the old man appears to be relying on some sort of strength that she is.
I really don't know how strong she is, though. Anytime we've ever been in any sort of battle, she's never done anything. Even when Tari attacked her castle and tried to assassinate her, we
Could that
had
have
to
all been a
go
ploy?
in and protect her. That's fair. It could have been a ploy. But they're still working against each other.
You've seen her cast one spell once,
Yeah.
and she created a pool of like necrotic acid stuff that maybe it was in the mushroom room with the spider. I'm not sure, or maybe it was against some of the druids, but some creatures are kind of dissolved under some pool of acidic matter.
I wouldn't be surprised if she is trying to hide her strength from us.
She has spent our entire relationship shrouded in deception.
Yeah.
All right, well, then do we just... I still think that the longer we stand here talking about it, the more time we're giving her to recognize that we're in the castle.
Let's move up and move out and move
But-
our weapons into them.
Real quick, let's make sure we figure out what we know about her.
And we should
I
have
feel
a
like
plan before we just
The
run.
only thing we do know
I
for
just
sure.
don't know what plan to make.
No, like in regards to me turning into a gorilla, him bleeding behind somebody, like whatever, just so
Yeah.
it's like,
You know what I saw on TikTok this morning?
What's that?
Sorry. Above this table. Sally says, you know what I saw on TikTok this morning?
Lorla says I was staring into a cuckoo clock this
Yeah.
morning, and I got this idea.
Listen, someone was a druid, and they went into battle and turned into an eagle and flew up to 125 feet. You can't go any higher than that. And then when they went to 125 feet, this is why you can't go higher than that. They turned into a whale and they fell on the person. No, because if you go any higher than 125 feet, it would destroy more than the 90 hit points that a whale has. So that's
Or
the
do they just
exact
turn
amount
back?
you have to go into the air,
It's so
and then you
funny.
fall and you don't die, but you kill the person because
I mean,
a whale fell on
I'll
them.
drop polar bears on people.
How high are the ceilings?
So,
I was gonna say, I
Also-
don't know if the ceiling
And
is
then-
But hey,
no,
breathing
but
water.
a whale will fall on them.
real quick, I had a real thing I was
Yeah, what were
saying.
you thinking?
Sorry.
On the table.
That was a real thing.
That's hilarious.
What?
I'm saying you could do that.
Yeah.
Not a gorilla, turn into a bird, then a whale.
That's so funny.
The one thing we do know about her is that she's a vampire.
Yes.
Do we know any weaknesses of vampires?
Garlic, mirrors, silver.
Are there any?
When I
actual
read in the
weaknesses that
archives
we might
about-
know?
Julie had shared this to everyone before.
Oh, great.
Shoot.
And you, I think, from your reading. as
It's
well.
I was gonna
sunlight,
say,
right?
is there anything I can remember specifically from my reading that I could recall right now, as if I knew what I learned? Then?
Is it very dimly
Up
lit
to
in
y'all,
there?
if you remember it.
You.
Huh.
Oh, it's not sunlight.
Okay.
Yeah, mine isn't UV.
Yeah.
I'm controlling effing.
No vitamin. D.
Control effing.
It's dimly lit in here, I imagine.
It's
It's
not
like
lit
dark.
at all.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
dark there.
I found it.
You found it? What we got?
Vampires under the creative
light.
order of Orban. Weaknesses: resistant. Well, it's just a summary. They're resistant to necrotic damage. Any type of attack that is not magical, they also resist. So magical would be the key. A vampire cannot enter a residence without an invitation.
Yes.
Tiny hut.
No one can enter my tiny hut.
That's
A vampire does take damage and seems hurt if it is submerged in running water. Sunlight, sensitivity, blood coming out of their body way. What
Turn
does
into
that
your
mean?
thing.
This was in daylight. I don't know if it's UV though.
If a
Even though
piercing
it's called daylight.
weapon made of wood is driven into their heart, they are incapacitated. A powerful vampire and one that is very set on protecting its life when they die. Physically, where they are, their spirit does move back to some kind of place where they can reform, like a coffin, like they can
Oh.
designate as a safe space.
And we said my daylight
what we
isn't actually sunlight.
Correct.
Okay.
Is there any wood lying around?
Well, we have torches, right?
Torches.
Does anyone still have torches?
I do.
I could
Okay.
probably
Okay,
generate
we
some
have-
small
We have normal
fires, but
torches
nothing
that we
of
haven't used at
substance.
all.
Well, here's what I could do.
No, but torches are made of wood that we can stab her in the heart with.
Or I could take this torch, and I could hold it in front of me like this, and then I could disappear and appear right beside her, and when the torch appears, it appears in her.
True.
Is that how that works?
You'd have to make an attack roll.
I have to make an attack roll.
And
You have to
then
stab
I
it.
feel
feel
like
like
can
no
make
matter-
tiny hut right there, and we can all go in, and she can't come in unless she's invited.
I
But I
feel
don't
like
think that
no
applies to
matter what we
skeleton.
do, it's gonna have to be an attack. So whether you appear next to her with a stake in her heart,
I
or
could
we
certainly
run
try.
in going ah, it's gonna be an attack either way. So I feel like it's worth a shot, is my opinion.
If we have... Describe what was the space like?
It's a large room. It's dark. There's a large room. There's two guards at one of the doors
There's some
that
pallets at the top
is-
with a coffin on
to
it.
the left of us. So there's 4 people in the room. One of the people is actually a skeleton that looks like this.
Oh, that's scary.
I know.
He looks like a sound.
On your face.
Yeah.
That's too scary. Don't do it.
If I do my symbiotic entity, can I also be a creature?
Yeah.
Like that can overlap.
Yep.
Why
So,
is everyone turning down the whale idea?
if we
I can't fly high enough. And then there's no water here and I can't breathe. I doubt that would pass.
Whales are
I don't
mammals,
think
they
that would
breathe
pass
air.
RGM's,
Yeah, whales breathe there.
Whales are mammals.
Wait, they
Yeah.
do. But
Yeah, through
but
their-
they have to
What are
have
they
water
doing in the
to
ocean? They're
survive.
so stupid.
There's
No air in there.
Hey, if you're a whale and you're watching this, what are you doing?
Yeah, whales and
Yeah.
dolphins
Hey,
while we're
Brendan
at
Fraser,
it.
get out of the water.
Oh.
I do feel like we probably only have like 30 seconds to come up with a
Called the
decision.
whale, but only because he's a really large
Not him.
man.
The
He
person
was,
that
he was
Does anyone have? I don't know if I understand these notes a long time ago. Does anyone have a dagger that Jacques told us about that was
Yes.
used by the guiding light? Do you
Yes,
have that?
that's what I have.
Okay, so that's really powerful against vampires. Drow and Durgar. It cuts easily through all those. Hurts them a lot.
Oh, great. Then maybe instead of the torch, you just use that.
So wood,
Well,
sunlight, magic attacks,
Believe
that
me,
dagger.
Not necrotic
the
damage.
dagger's gonna be a swinging when we get in there. I'm merely saying that if we know we can incapacitate a
Yeah,
vampire with a
start with that.
stake,
Yeah.
I should appear a stake into them to begin the battle.
Yeah.
Just mage hand it slowly over and just like push it
What's
in.
happening? What is
Yeah, that gives her time to respond. Appear it into her is a better plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend that you in detail described the whole space
Yeah,
to Nemo.
I did.
It seems
Don't
if,
pretend, I did do it.
if I can get 2 torches
You can see.
and I hold them like so, and then I appear in the middle of them,
Oh my god.
then I could get both of them.
Well, he's not a vampire. He's just bones brought back to life.
Do we know he's not that?
The wood would just be in his bones and you wouldn't
Yeah,
care.
it would just be in his bones. He's just a skeleton.
Do we know how vampire bones work?
No, but I'm certain that they don't have a heart in them.
Well, maybe he wouldn't be able to get as easily through a doorway later.
I think you should focus on killing her. I don't think he has a lot of power without
Can I have
her.
everyone make a stealth check as this conversation?
Shit!
Jump room.
I told you guys the longer amount of time.
Wasting
Wait,
time.
Do I get an advantage on this one?
Not with your voice.
Heck.
Mine's terrible.
No!
Yep, it's a 6 plus
Yeah, I failed.
2, 8. Oh, heavens. Should've just got in there.
It's an at one.
Okay.
Wait, can I
Okay.
petition for Joffrey?
Well, hold on.
On
Let's see if we
your,
pass
on
him.
your, but you have advantage.
All of us would have to.
No, not on this because I'm not walking, I'm talking.
I got 11.
Okay.
Advantage
What?
23.
Okay.
3.
3. Okay.
What'd you get?
What?
What did you
I
get?
have a 6. 6?
Oh, yeah. Oh, even if you got it, it wouldn't.
I think we bungled this one by taking too long.
Yeah.
We're still at the bottom of the stairs. So we're not at the entrance, but yes, they.
Final Joffrey decision? Or are we going for
I
that?
think we should do it. What do you mean?
No, we're about to jump into a fight.
4 of us fail, basically.
3 of
Unless
us.
it's.
Yeah,
I mean,
I-
11
no.
is
But
maybe.
we
I don't
shouldn't.
know.
We should just accept the consequences of our
Yeah.
dilly-dally.
That's fine.
Okay.
No Joffrey.
The doors
can still-
behind you that y'all had come in through
I don't
open
wanna say I told
as
you.
a guard just steps in and for a
that's
moment
fine.
sees you all in that space.
Stab at misery.
Let's just immediately roll initiative.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Is initiative
19.
It
17.
is a skill check. It is a disadvantage.
17.
17,
14.
14,
15.
15,
9.
9.
8.
Okay. Dylan, you're up first.
I.
She's 20 feet away from you.
The guard.
Yeah.
I cast.
Weird.
That's a
At
good
the third
spell.
You
level.
burp at her.
That's
pretty
a
cool.
good spell.
Freak, man.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
I don't want to waste that. I.
Or your voice.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I cast. What does this do?
I cast.
No.
I.
I'm just gonna cast blindness on him.
Blindness?
You said 20 feet away?
It's a woman, first of
So
all.
I can get to them in
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah. Great. That's a saving throw, right, Con?
This
Yes.
is good.
She rolled a 17.
Frig, it's 16.
Okay.
I was looking for something that would make her not make a noise.
Sure. So your hands go up, go towards her face. These necrotic lines of decay kind of streak across her cheeks up to her eyes. They go black for a moment, but then she closes her eyes and opens them, and she can see. Anything else from you? Bonus action. Orlith, you're next, then Gwendolyn.
Let me see what my. No, I don't. My bonus actions
Okay.
don't. Well, I shift
Okay.
because I know this is gonna raise attention.
Sure. The mushroom form?
Yep.
Okay.
Form of.
Orlith,
For
yeah.
sure.
Kill her immediately.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna shoot an arrow at her.
Okay. Roll it.
And I get a bonus action, so I'll do it again.
You get dash attack, yeah.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Alright, yeah. Bonus action was.
17.
That hits. Roll damage.
Oh no, I used the wrong bow. Shoot. I'm using my North Cove Drow
Oh, yeah.
bow. It was actually 18, if that matters to you. 9.
Okay. Roll your next attack.
And do it again. 18.
That hits.
8.
Okay, got it. Velen, as you're holding this woman's face and trying to blind her, 2 arrows just launch right into her as her life drops. And that is enough to kill her. And so she goes weak in your hands and lay her down. You look out through the doorway, and there's not a second guard coming with her, though you know they've been in pairs. You can shut the door.
Can we block that door?
Maybe like push her
Are we
body out to
still
the other side.
in initiative?
But you don't see anything else to fight at this moment.
Is the door open towards us or away from us?
Away.
Close it.
Are there handles?
On the inside?
On our side.
No.
So
And not a lock or anything.
So he
How do you
can't.
leave this?
You
push
push.
You push it.
Because it opens away from it. You know doors.
Can you like
Can you mage
do any
hand
kind
it?
I
of
just don't know a lot of
tricks
doors that only have handles
that
on
could
one
at least
side.
like slow someone down?
That would hurt.
Just like a bunch of thick vines or something. Also, I think
I
we
don't
should
know.
push the body
I don't
out.
know if there's anything to hold it
Push
to.
it outside. You push the body outside as the doors,
right.
and then the doors shut on her.
Everyone listen.
Let's
We
just
gotta
let
make
their
moves
soul.
now.
Here's what's gonna
We
happen.
just leave it.
Nemo is going to blink in there with his wooden stakes.
Yes.
At that exact moment, what's the size of an animal I can turn into? Can I turn into that white thing that I saw in the mountains?
No, it's way too strong.
The abominable snowman?
No, he saw
A
a crab
yeti.
cat.
A crag cat.
It's a challenge rating of. I'm looking up your character sheet.
A whale. Turn into a whale. Turn into a bird and then a
I'm
whale.
just laying there as a whale. They wasted 2 shifts? I can't even do that because I shifted it into my thing.
It's different. Oh no, it's not. Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I gave you the whale idea
No,
first.
this gives me so much health.
What level are you? 8. Okay, you can do. The thing has to be a challenge rating 1, which a giant eagle is challenge rating 1.
I
but
can't
things
be
like
like
that.
a tiger.
So look up like beasts with CR1 and D&D. Brown bear, dire wolf, eagle. Yeah, a tiger is challenge rating 1. You can turn into a tiger.
Ooh, I think I'm
could be
gonna
an
go bear because of its hide and its claws.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna turn into a bear. I'm already in my symbiotic form. As he dashes in there, and then we. I can turn into a dinosaur.
You have to have seen the thing before in your life.
How do you know he hasn't
You
seen a
don't
dinosaur?
know.
I know he hasn't seen any dinosaurs.
Well, that's crazy. So,
And then I would say we focus on Lilith, and we haven't had too much trouble with the guards in the past.
great.
We try and take her out, and then figure it out from there.
Now's your chance to stab him in the face.
I mean, I can go invisible if you want
Let's
to
go.
see.
Sound good?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm holding the
Yeah.
torch.
I hand you another torch.
I'm holding 2 torches.
Why?
For the skeleton.
The skeleton's not a vampire. Whatever.
Put them both in her.
She screams.
I hold them like this.
Just
I
in
put
case
them
the
both in
heart's
half.
on the other side. I don't know where
Yeah,
the
just
hearts are.
double skewer her.
I don't believe that it has to be in her heart.
I
Does
think
it
does.
not? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's what the note said.
Oh.
So do your best.
Well then,
Haven't you seen Twilight?
I'm going to take a gamble and see.
Could you try for her from both sides instead of going for the skeleton?
I could hold.
You can only make 1 attack per turn, right?
I have 2 weapon fighting as my bonus action, so I can, if I'm holding one,
Yeah.
if I'm taking an attack with a light melee weapon, I'm holding in one hand. I can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon I'm holding in the other hand.
Wow.
Light melee. I'm not sure. Let me double check on
You
this.
don't think a
count?
torch counts as a light
I
melee
was gonna say,
weapon?
what in the world would it be if not?
A toothpick.
Yeah, it's categorized as adventuring gear, not a light melee
Oh
weapon.
my gosh.
That's absurd. What?
It's okay.
So
We only
what
Does
you
it
need
could
one.
count
do-
as
what-
one attack if he stabs her on both sides?
You could do
front
torch
and back?
and dagger.
Do torch and dagger.
The dagger does hurt them. That's good. The
Okay.
dagger does hurt her.
A lot, I hear.
Do both. Okay, let's go.
Go.
Great.
We slowly walk up the stairs to not give them an early
Everyone make a stealth check.
notice of us, and then we go, ow.
Now I get to
Exhausted.
Good land. I used all my rolls and
15.
perception
Hold on
earlier.
1 second. Don't tell me the numbers yet.
Yeah, shut up.
It's also a bonus action to do the second attack, and you're using your bonus action to blink.
So just use the stake.
I'm just gonna use the torch.
Just use the torch.
Yep.
I'm just gonna use the torch.
I got a 6.
Okay. Starting with you.
15.
15.
6.
Okay.
Sorry, what were we rolling?
Stealth.
Stealth. Okay, sorry. I thought it was initiative again. I was very confused. Will you stop biting my foot? 5.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
13.
Okay. How are we feeling?
Did we pass?
I won't tell you that. Does anyone want to use Joffrey?
No.
Yes.
Only 2 was messed up.
Yeah.
We haven't even started fighting.
I don't know, like.
But we're definitely-
13's close.
Episodes about it.
Last time. Yeah, I know, which is why we should just use it.
Yeah, let's just use it. Who got worst?
You got a
We
5.
only
I
get
got a
him 1
6.
per night.
No, we get
That's
him
first episode.
per episode.
Oh.
We
Yeah,
just
You
so
can use it.
frequently.
You can use it.
Use
What
it,
did
use
you
it,
roll?
use it, use
A
it,
6.
use it.
Okay, and I rolled a 5.
Do we need to do consent?
Oh, sorry.
It seems to be.
All in favor!
We need to do this.
Gosh.
16
Wonderful.
plus whatever else, plus whatever
21
else.
plus. Wow.
All right. You all make it to the
Wiggy is
doorway,
scared.
seemingly not raising any suspicion.
Incredibly loud.
That was bonkers.
Was
Thank
I
you.
not
Oh, yes.
supposed to
Speaking
do
of, thank you, North
North
Foundry, for
Foundry.
that boulder
Thanks.
That boulder?
and that stealth saving. roll.
That's a nice boulder.
No, that's great. I love it.
Did it
okay.
save us?
Yeah.
No.
Great.
No, it did. There was a different DC for this that I rolled. And so, as you all get up to this doorway, you can see that they're now, if you want to move them closer up to the coffin, and that Lilith seems to be pretty heavily concentrated on it, as his necklace is glowing, and they seem to be in some form of a ritual at this point with the coffin. I believe, Nemo, you would like to do something.
I appear directly behind her with my torch so that
What's your blink range?
30 feet.
Better get in there, bro. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, that's close enough, yeah.
Great.
Okay, great. We will kick this off with Nemo. Yeah, you're all the way back in. Blinking in behind her. While doing that, if you could make an attack roll with advantage for me
Yes.
with your torch.
I can do that.
It's just going to be your d20 roll and your strength or dexterity, your choice. Because you're not proficient in torch.
This kid's job is torch.
19.
Right. So that hits. And so as Nemo pulls this torch back and then shoves it up through the back of Lilith, I almost said Lilith, through the back of Lilith, and it punctures up through the center of her chest. She does freeze up as her hands and her arms kind of lock in place as she's down on her knees and just gasping out, and you just hear as her head kind of turns sideways before she freezes, her eyes locked on yours in this cold glare.
I say, why did you lie to us?
And that's where we'll end.